here. How's everybody doing? Well, I'm trying to find my live stream on here. There, I got it. How's everybody doing this fine Sunday? It's 101 degrees here. It's going to be in triple digits for the rest of the week, I think. So we had a little bit of a break, a couple of days of below 100, but it's back. And no rain. I think they said a 14% chance of rain tonight, which, 14% of chance of rain, you're not going to get any. So I'm not counting on seeing any. I've got Jody, Miss Weaver, Cynthia, Randy Ross, Brenda Jordan. How y'all doing today? See if my chat is frozen here. There's Slim Twiggy. Just cook. What are you cooking, Slim Twiggy? Oh, I got a runny nose. Well, hello, Cario. I'm getting ready for work over here. Oh, okay. What time of day is it? Hamburger casserole. That sounds good. I just ate the rest of my beef stir fry that I had made a couple days ago. Seemed like it was better after it's been in the refrigerator for a day or two. Cario says she's getting ready for work. And I had my mask on. I've had it on all night, all day, so it left marks on my face, so I look terrible, I know, but can't help it when you got allergies. Still praying for rain. Yes, ma'am, we sure are. You even did a rain dance, still waiting? 1 p.m. in California. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're 2 hours earlier than I am. I forget about that time difference. I had to get a cough drop in my mouth. Maybe it'll help me keep from coughing. Rained here this morning. It was so happy. Oh, yeah, I wish it would rain here. Well, they said we had a 14% chance of rain about around 7 p.m. But like I said, I'm not counting on it. 14%, that you just well say it's zero. Better than zero, but not great. Yeah, I guess 14% is better than zero because it possibly could rain. It could come up a stray shower or two, and that has happened. I mean, they've predicted zero chance of rain, and it poured down rain. Just too good, May, because I've been eating too many of them. I made a point to put over half of them in the freezer so I wouldn't eat them. But they'll be coming out of there sooner or later, Yeah, I only know that it's raining when I can feel the drops falling on me. Yeah, or I believe it when I see it. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that little thunderstorm we had here, last week, it sprinkled a little bit here, not even enough to get the ground wet. So therefore I say it didn't rain. And under the tree, what rain did fall hit the tree limbs and it stayed there. Under the tree was just as dry as the bone. So you know it didn't rain much. Couldn't even go through the trees and hit the ground. Sounds like we got some thunder going on out there now. It's either a thunder or a jet flying over. Wish we'd get a pile of rain. We need it. We need a good ground soaking rain. Kids always found what you put in the freezer. I have to put a lot of stuff in the freezer because, living alone, if you want to cook decent meals most of the time, you always have leftovers. And so I make my own frozen dinners and stick them in the freezer, take them out another day. So that's what I did with most of those cinnamon rolls. I put them in 2 separate containers and put them up in the freezer. And I kept some out, not many. Yeah, we need a gully washer for sure. So has everybody been barbecuing and all this good stuff this weekend, or are you going to wait and do that tomorrow? Casserole in the oven. Okay. Well, that sounds good to me. Yeah, it's starting to look funky outside, but I don't hope for any rain. I really don't. Yeah, wasn't it good? I mean, it surprised a lot of people when they tried that recipe of the beef Roman noodles, beef stir fry with the Roman noodles. It was pretty good. Some friends of mine said they made it and they only made 1 package of ramen noodles for each one of them, and said that it was so good they wanted more and there was no more to eat. It was all gone. Well, see, I don't have any kids here to find anything in the freezer. In fact, when my my chest freezer quit working correctly, I got rid of it, and I've never replaced it. I just use the top of the refrigerator, the freezer section, and I cram as much as I can cram in that thing. I've eaten quite a bit that was up there so far, though. Every once in a while, I'll try to stop buying groceries, and I'll just take stuff out of the freezer and eat it, because, I don't want it to stay up there too long. But if I make beef stir fry today and I freeze part of it, then maybe next week I might be ready for some more, so I'll take some out, or the week after, that kind of thing. So that's the way I've been doing my stuff in the freezer. Kind of get it down to where you don't mind putting more up in there. The chicken. Yep, the chicken's good too. Oh, if it would rain, because I just heard it thunder again. Oh my God, my garden would start growing. And my seeds might pop up out of the pots, that I planted this past week. Lasted that long in my house, we'd freeze it like 2. Well, my mom had 2 freezers. She had the freezer to the refrigerator, then she had one of the really big deep freeze that Dad had on the back porch. And we'd always have a big garden every summer. And I'd help my mom can tomatoes, beans, beets, you name it. And we'd also put as whatever we could put in the freezer. And then, of course, Daddy went hunting all the time. So we always had venison and stuff like that. So she tried to fill that freezer up in the summertime. And all winter long, we ate off of the vegetables and the venison and stuff like that that was in the freezer. I mean, I guess they had to with 6 kids, that's a big grocery bill. 12 grandchildren, wow. I've only got one grandchild. She's 21. She turned 21 in last June, June 13th. I tease my son because he always loved those Halloween movies and Jason movies and all of the chainsaw movies and stuff like that, Friday the 13th and all that good stuff. Well, when I got to the hospital, when he called me and told me that Stephanie was in labor and they were at the hospital, she was already born by the time I got up there. And he was sitting in a chair right outside the door, and the nurse, I guess they were in there checking her over because they had the door shut. And he had gotten a great big bouquet that was hung on the outside of the door, and him sitting right almost under it. And I laughed at him. I said, Chad, only you would end up with a child that was born on Friday the 13th. He said, well, Mom, I didn't really have a whole lot to do with it. She was born when she wanted to be born, and this was it. Yeah, see, and I have not had tomatoes to can. I got 1 or 2 here and there all summer, and then they stopped producing when it hit 109 degrees. And I picked one little bitty Roma tomato that was stunning. It was about that long the other day. That's the one I put in my omelet that I cooked this morning. And I did make a video. It's been uploading all day. So maybe I'll get to publish it sometime this evening. So I've not had peppers, tomatoes, or anything to can or freeze this summer. You were born on the 13th too? Well, it just so happened the year she was born, 21 years ago, Friday was on the 13th. And I just couldn't resist teasing my son about that. It was Friday the 13th, and my granddaughter was born that day. And doing applesauce tomorrow. Oh, and see, I don't have access to fresh apples unless I buy them. And I can't afford to go out there and buy a bunch of apples, so. Well, usually food don't last that long in my freezer, even though I'm here by myself. Because like I said, once I get it full, I start cutting down on buying groceries. I only buy stuff like flour or sugar, coffee, milk, something like that I really need, that I'm out of. And I basically eat out of the freezer till I get it down. Because like I said, I don't want stuff to stay up in there too long. So I'll go in there and I'll eat it down to, I don't know, about a third of what's left in there. And then I'll see the dates on the stuff and pull most of the stuff, the oldest stuff, toward the front. So I know to try to eat that first before I put any more in there. And then I'll start restocking it. Well, hello, Wilkes County boy. How are you? I'm hearing thunder in the background, but I don't know if we're going to get any rain. They've only predicted 14% chance of rain by 7 o'clock. So, but if it would come a belly washer, oh, I'd love it. Just give us a soaking rain, especially after me planting those last seeds that I put out. And I did water one time since I planted those seeds. So, and if it would rain, oh my gosh. Nope, we still have not had any rain, Wilkes County boy. I'm still struggling just to keep what plants alive that I've got left out there. They're not producing anything except the Swiss chard and kale, but hey, I like that, so I pick the greens whenever I can pick them. Yeah, I hope we have a good summer next year and I have a decent garden once again. I hate for it to kill everything when I plant it. I don't really know, but I know it was 59 days straight of triple digit weather. And then on the 59th day, that next day, it got below 100 degrees. So that broke the chain there. But that was record breaking for Texas. Because the highest amount of days that we went into triple digits was, I think, 18. So you go 59 days of triple digit weather with basically no rain out there. That's a lot of heat. Yep, it's been brutal. I mean, the animals don't want to stay outside. Little buddy he learned he could scratch on the door on the outside and I'd open it and let him in. He'd come in and he'd start eating and then he'd lay down on the cool floor just as close to the AC vent as he could in the floor and cool off. And if it was real extremely cold that day, he didn't want to go back out. But if it was a cooler day like today, he came in and he ate and then he was ready to go back outside and roam around. You still have smoke up there in Canada from all the fires still going on? You've had a lot of rain in upstate New York, May. Well, we need some of it here. That's terrible. You know, they say that the fires in Maui had started again, and I have not heard yet. I'm hoping they got the second ones put out. But I read some more about it, and they said that it was the electric company's fault that those fires even started. It had something to do with faulty electrical lines down or something. So it sounds to me like they may end up with a lawsuit against the electric company. Because if it was something, the electric people could have sent crews out to fix, to prevent those fires, and they didn't do it, that's negligence on their part. And to lose that many homes, not to mention lives, I would not want to be that electric company right now. You're cooking. Well, you go right ahead and cook. I figured 3 o'clock is a good time to do something like this because people are thinking about cooking. If they're cooking outside, they're taking it easy. They're not around doing stuff and they don't mind getting in a chat. And if you're inside cooking, then you don't mind getting in a chat while your food's cooking. But I'm not doing any more cooking today. I did my cooking video this morning. And like I said, at last I looked, it was still uploading. Because when you try to upload it in the morning, it takes all day. Just waiting for it to be done in the oven, then I'm chowing down. I know what you meant, Slim Twiggy. Well, that omelet I fixed this morning was awfully good. That was a good breakfast this morning. I was tempted to eat just a cinnamon roll, but I said, no, I'm going to eat me an omelet. Make me another video on it. I haven't seen Gladys in chat yet. Yeah, I love omelets. And there's so many different ways to fix them. They're like ramen noodles. There's a million and one ways to fix them. Yeah, where is my pancake girl? Yeah, I don't know. I figured she'd be one of the first ones in here today. And I sent Bloomin' a message that I was going live at 3, but she said that she had to get out of Slim's live yesterday because she was in so much pain. So she said she didn't know if she'd make mine today or not. So I told her that was okay if she didn't. I just wanted to let her know. That's what we're wondering, Wilkes County boy. Where's Gladys? Maybe that Indian that wooden Indian got her. She's always talking about that wooden Indian and pancakes. Well, she's just letting you know it's been hard for her to get hold of a man, so she just ended up with a wooden Indian. Well, thank you, Barbara. Welcome to chat. I know she's funny. Yeah, maybe we. Yeah, I'm not going to count on it. I started saying maybe we would get some rain, but I'm not going to count on it until I hear it falling. When I hear it falling outside, I know it's raining. Yeah, if it rained, it would cool things off just a little bit again. We need all the breaks in this heat we can get. Yeah, if you get some good rain, it might help put the fires out and the smoke will be gone. Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with the news, so I don't know what else is taking place in Maui. But I did watch that news broadcast where they told that, from what they could tell, it was electrical lines that the electric company did not maintain properly that caused the fires. So that does not look good for the electrical company. Well, I'm wondering why they can't get rid of those fires up there, Slim. Is it just that dry that they can't get the fires out? They keep starting back or what? Had a lot of people leave your cities because of fires. Evacuated another city. Evacuated from another city to come here to be safe. Oh my God. It's unreal, I tell you. As dry as we are, I'd hate to see if fires would start out here. It'd wipe this whole county out and more, probably the whole state, as dry as it's been. I'd hate to be firefighters when all these big fires break out, I tell you. Especially like that one in Maui. That was just unreal to me. He should be still in here, Slim. Nobody should have run him off. Unless he got bored. Thunder and lightning there in Queensland? Huh. I keep hearing thunder in the distance. And the sun is not as bright outside right now as it was, so I don't know. Hope y'all keep your fingers crossed. We'll get a good downpour this afternoon. Lots of thunder and lightning. Well, I can do without the lightning, but I do want some rain. Desperately need some rain. You hear it too, Miss Weaver? Yeah, I just hear the rumbling of thunder. I don't see anything or hear rain or anything. I mean, those fires Texas had here a while back, those were pretty bad. They were pretty scary. And I think that's the closest one's gotten to this town where I'm at because, like I said, I had ashes falling all over my yard. It covered my car. It covered my sidewalk. Everything in the yard was covered with white ash falling from the fires down toward Glenrose. I said that was close enough for a fire to me. I don't want to be any closer than that. I don't know. Maybe Wilkes County boy did take off. He hasn't answered you. Anna's Mobile Home Life. Hello, welcome. You've been having a good day today, this holiday Sunday? Yes, looking funky outside. The sun's not bright. It just kind of like it's hidden behind the clouds or something. I'm surprised I don't have more people in my chats that join my channel because of gardening and stuff. I mean, at first I had a lot of people in asking gardening questions, and then all of a sudden a lot of them disappeared. I mean, they're still subscribers because they comment on my videos that I answer to, but I've not seen them in chat. Maybe Wilkes County boy got hungry, decided he was going to fix him some supper. Because it is an hour later there. It's 4:30 there, right at supper time. It's only 3:36 here. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I've been wearing my mask, though, for my allergies about 24/7. I did take it off to do this live. That's why I got so many lines in my face from wearing that mask. But it's the only way I can breathe and not cough and gag. Even though I take out... Even though I take allergy pills every day. Eat when you're going to eat when your casserole is done. Well, I don't blame you, Slim. I'd be eating mine too as soon as I got it out of the oven. Yeah, I'm surprised Gladys is not in here today. She's usually messaging me wanting me to do a live, and she's usually the first one in, or she's waiting for it to start. That's okay. Eat some for me too, Slim Twiggy. Hi, Kathy Phillips. How are you today? You just don't chat much? Well, that's okay. People don't have to get in chat to watch my videos and join my channel or subscribe to my channel. There was one video, I don't even remember what I did in my cooking video, but I did it purposely just to see if anybody'd notice. And there was one person that noticed, and she commented on it, and I laughed about it. I said, I can't believe it. I said, I purposely did that just to see if someone would notice in that video, and she did. One and only person out of probably 800 people that watched the video up to that point didn't comment on it except for her. I said, well, that's nice to know. If I goof up, maybe nobody will notice. Get away with goofing up on my video. There's Wilkes County boy. He's there. He took a pause for the cause, so to speak. Was wondering when you were going to a live. Oh, Wilkes County boy. I think the only time I've seen him in a live was the time he was in that live on Rita's Roost. First time I ever went to it. But then he got out of it real quick. He didn't stay too long. Wilkes County boy, Miss Cynthia said that, or Miss Weaver said that she did a rain dance and it didn't do any good. I said if I thought it would do any good, I'd get out there now and do me a rain dance in the yard, but I don't think it's going to help. Yeah, I don't think Wilkes County boy goes live too often. Thought maybe my chat had frozen and quit moving a little bit. I hear it thunder now. Maybe it'll come on up here and actually start raining. Maybe. Slim Twiggy says, I'm eating. Well, hello, Vamita Collins. I'm doing just great, still fighting allergies, but other than that, I'm fantastic. Yeah, the wind was blowing here a little earlier, but I don't think it's blowing right now. It's kind of calmed down. And there's Catherine Jackson. How are you doing today? I hear the rain coming. Oh my God, y'all. Am I imagining things or is it raining outside? I get over here with my camera, then it will quit for sure. It's trying to. It's trying to rain, y'all. It is blowing. Look how funky it looks. And it looks funky out here. Well, I guess that was leaves hitting the top of the house, and I thought it was rain. But it sounds like it's raining back over here behind me. I don't know. It just looks funky. And my chat disappeared, and I don't have my other phone out here. Well, hey there, Peter. How are you? And Vernita Collins. Hey, Joyce Reynolds. Do a rain dance. I tried doing a rain dance right now. I'd probably get a sticker in my foot. I don't even have my shoes on. I just stepped out the back door and I didn't even have put my shoes on. But I tell you, it looks like it wants to rain something bad. Because the sky looks funky. It's kind of light back that way, but back over here or up in the sky, you can tell well, you can't, they don't show up on the camera. Flap. Yeah, it looks like rain. There's rain clouds back up here. Even though they don't show up good on camera, you can see the dark grayish. That's those rain clouds up there. Yeah, I think you can see them better now. But whether we'll get any rain out of it, who knows? Who knows if we'll get any rain out of it? I think it was just the wind blowing all those big leaves around, and the leaves were hitting the roof. And I had my hopes up that it was it was rain hitting, and it wasn't. Let me get this tripod back over here. Oh, man. Oh, well. I was hoping real hard. Hoping real hard it would rain. Let me get this. Check the chat. Or summer. So I can't do that. Wilkes County boy, if I tried to turn somersault, I'd never get up again. I know when those leaves, the way the wind's blowing, when the leaves hit the house, it sounds just like raindrops, and it wasn't. Yeah, we need some good water on my garden. If it would just rain, at least it's cooled the temperature down just a tiny bit outside. That's one good thing. The wind's blowing a little bit and it has cooled the temperature down. I'm not sure what the temperature is right now, but it's a little cooler than it was. Because I think it was supposed to be up to 101 today. And it's supposed to be like went outside without my mask, so I'm gonna be coughing. But I think it's supposed to be over 100 every day this coming week. But it is getting back to the time of year. Yeah, it's 100 degrees. It's 100 degrees right now. See if I can bring anything up on the radar. Or at least bring up the rain forecast and see if they've changed that any since I've checked before. Yeah, I don't know where Gladys is, or, well, I can understand blooming, but you know, I don't think Gladys ever misses a light. I know, it's 101 here right now. I was just telling everybody, this is the first year we had 59 days straight of triple-digit temperatures. That was record-breaking for Texas. The most we've ever had consecutively like that is 18 days straight of triple digits. And this year it was 59. There it is. I was wondering why it didn't bring up the... It's thundering even more out there now. No, it got up to 102 today. It'll be 101 tomorrow and 103 Tuesday, Wednesday. It jumps up to 105 on Thursday and 106 Friday. So we're going to have a hot week coming up. So we desperately need that rain. I know it's not good with no rain. That's what hurt my garden the most, is the fact that it's been so extremely hot and then we've had no rain. In the years past, we didn't have that many days of extreme heat like that. And we did have rain off and on. But this year's been totally different. 2 months straight of triple-digit weather with basically no rain. At 5 p.m. they show 57% chance of rain. So that's an hour away. And then by 7 p.m. it drops to 14% chance. And then after that, nothing. But hey, if it'll come a belly washer between now and 7 o'clock, I'll be tickled pink. Hi, Annie Watson. How are you? April Flowers. Hello. Catherine Jackson. How are y'all doing today? You having a good holiday weekend, enjoying your family? I've just been here by myself. I didn't plan to go anywhere. I didn't hear anything from my son, so I halfway thought I might start on that bedroom floor, but I don't know the way the weather's turning out. I guess I could go in there and empty the bedroom out and get some of the molding cut off at the bottom and get it ready to do something with it. April said she just woke up from a nap. You just had a birthday party for me and my son. Well, happy birthday. So it's your son and your birthday both? Oh, mine on the 2nd and his is on the 4th. Well, that was close together. Well, happy birthday to both of you. I make a hamburger casserole, but the one I make, oh, excuse me, I don't put in the oven. The one I make is made in a skillet, and then I just pour it in a bowl. Y'all know me. If I can cook it on top of the stove, it's not going in the oven. I'll try to see if my video is finished uploading to YouTube so I can publish it. I try to get them uploaded at night so then I can just publish them the next day. But sometimes it don't end up that way. Thank God my video finally finished uploading. We'll go ahead and try to get it published before it gets any later. There, I got it uploaded. So that's a good deal. I don't have to worry about that anymore. How old is your son, Annie? Oh, your granddaughter will be 4 years old tomorrow, Wilkes County boy. That is an adorable age for a little girl. Oh, your son is 41? Okay. Well, happy birthday to him. Well, like I said, happy birthday to both of you. I don't know, it's quieting down out there. If there's rain out there, it's going around us, unfortunately. Okay, I got 38 in here. I'm going to do a surprise giveaway. If it's a female that wins, I can send seeds. If it's a guy that wins, I'm going to send fishing lures or bait, artificial bait. On my last video that I had, or it was the one that I did my donuts, not my donuts, but the, oh heck, can't even think now. The one I did the cinnamon rolls in, what color blouse did I have on in that video? Can anybody tell me? I should have done a rain dance to bring in the rain, Linda. Yeah. Me going outside might have been what skipped around me. No, it was not yellow, not green, not purple, not red. Light pink, Kathy got it. Would you rather have fishing lures or seeds, Kathy? Because, I mean, women go fishing, I do. Kathy's already won Wilkes County Blois. She said light pink. So, Kathy, get my Gmail. It's all right. It was just a question for the contest. But Kathy, get my Gmail address and send me your mailing address and let me know if you want seeds or the fishing lures, artificial bait. I'm going to write your name down. Kathy Phillips. I thought Wilkes County Boy would have jumped on that one. He tried, he guessed, but he didn't get it right, especially since it was something for fishing. Can't wait to see your moonflowers. It may take them a little while to come up, but after you plant them and they come up the first time, they'll come up every year. And they'll give you tons of seeds from the flowers that it puts out. Oh, so you want me to give it to someone else? Okay. Let me see what else I can ask. Huh. Bring up YouTube over here again. Let me see some of my videos. Okay. Now, that might be too long ago. Okay, when I did my breakfast time, well, that's the one I think I just published. I don't know if any of y'all have seen that one yet. Better not do that. That was only 6 minutes ago. Okay, in the very first, well, it wasn't the very first one, I don't think. I did the hallway floor, and then what did I do right after that? I haven't done the bedroom yet, but I had to do something in between that so I could do the bedroom floor. What was it that I did? No, I didn't strip it. I did something between doing the floor, and I haven't started the bedroom yet, but I did something else after I did the floor. I cut the door, and that's Annie Watson. Wilkes County boy, where are you? I'm trying to give you these fishing lures. But yeah, I had to cut the door. I remember I cut about 1 inch of the bottom of the door off because in order to put more plywood down in the bedroom, since the door opened toward the bedroom, I had to shorten the door or it would hit the floor. It wouldn't allow my door to open. So Annie got it. Which one would you rather have? I don't know if you fish or not. These are saltwater fishing lures. They're for saltwater. So I don't know if you go fishing in saltwater or not. But I'll send you seeds or the these Slam Series, whatever they call them, fishing lures, fish bait. Okay, I'll send you the lures, okay? You said that's for your husband? Okay, I'll get that out to you. And just send me your mailing. I don't know if I've got your mailing address. I may have it already. Let me look. I'm dropping everything. Seems like I should have yours. Yeah, I've got yours. Mart, Texas, right? So I'll get those lures out to you. And you can let me know how they work out for your husband because I've never tried them. Because I don't usually go to the coast. It's a good day's drive from here down to the coast. So I don't usually go down there fishing. I always do my fishing in fresh water. Yeah, I cut the door. The last project I actually did was fix the commode. But I fixed the door first. And every day I say I'm going to start in the bedroom, but I just haven't brought myself to go in there and start moving stuff out yet. Because I know I'm going to have such a mess when I do. I've got to put the bed somewhere. The dresser's got to go somewhere. That means it's got to go in another part of the house. And it's going to be a mess till I get the floor in, I know. And I haven't gotten started on it yet. I kept saying maybe I should wait till the weather cools off, to do it, but I don't know. I keep thinking of excuses not to get started on it, even though I've already got the wood in the shed to do it. Yes, I have. I did some garden tours for last summer where I showed the moonflowers. And I think I did a garden tour this summer where I showed one moonflower that was open out in the wishing well. Because I've got 3 or 4 different plants of moonflowers that came up in those pots that's in that wishing well. And I think I showed one of them in one of my garden tour videos. But I had a big pot full of them on the porch, or 2 potfuls on the porch that were blooming like crazy. The ones out in the rock garden were all up and they were blooming. And I showed all that in the video. But see, all of them came up in the rock garden this year, but they died off because there's no rain, and I'm not supposed to take the garden hose out there and water anything, so. But yeah, to answer your question, yes, ma'am, I have shown the moonflowers in a video. And they were big. Oh my God, I measured them, and they were bigger than my hand spread out like this open. They were like 7 or 8 inches in diameter. The flower was so big. Yeah, I know I'll be glad when I get everything done in that bedroom and get the floor put in, and because I'd a whole lot rather have a wood floor than this carpet and stuff. I don't like it, especially with my allergies. I don't need carpet in my house. I did put carpet in my bathroom, but I did it to cover up some mistakes in the floor. But when I put my wooden floor down, I'm not going to have carpet in there. So I've got my small bedroom to do. I've got my bedroom. I got the bedroom in the other end of the house. And I've still got my bathroom to do with a wood floor. I'll get it done eventually. May take a while. But I'd rather do it in cooler weather, because I have to go outside, and I'll be cutting some of the wood outside, I know, so. Yeah, and that reminds me, I still got more doors to cut. But, like I said, there's no rush on it. So I keep putting it all off because it's just really too hot to be outside, even in 102-degree weather, to be cutting boards out in the sun. And I rarely get up early in the morning to be out there doing that stuff. Sometimes I have a hard time sleeping, so if I do sleep, I sleep kind of late in the morning to make up for it. Yeah, you'll have to go back to some of my garden tour videos, especially the ones from last summer, and you should see the moonflowers. And if you'll do a search with my name on YouTube and then click on that picture of me that first comes up, it brings up every video that I've ever done, and they should be in order. Like the most recent ones first, and then the further you go down, the older the videos. Because I don't know, I know it would be from last summer, unless you just happen to come across the garden update that I did this year that I showed the moonflowers in. Hi, Randy Ross, April Flowers, and let's see. My chat basically stopped on me. Got several chats came through and I've never saw them until I just scrolled my chat list up. You can basically plant them anytime you want to. I planted mine when I first got them. I think it was in the spring. And I remember it took quite a while for them to come up because it takes them a while for them to germinate. Usually the little seeds are so hard. And it probably would help if you soak them overnight in some water to soften them up before you plant them. But I planted them in a half barrel one time, and I pulled every one of the plants that came up out of the barrel, and I put them out in the rock garden. And I figured, well, there's no more left in that half barrel planter. But this year, more came up, and I didn't plant them in there. So they had some stray seeds that fell in there from the flowers, or there was some roots left in the pot from the moonflowers that I pulled out, and they came up this year. I know I had a beautiful yard last year, even though we had like 111, 113 degree temperatures a couple of days because it didn't last all summer. I don't know. I'm still confused on pumpkin season. Pumpkins should be already producing pumpkins about now because, everybody's selling pumpkins by October for Halloween and for, November too for Thanksgiving. You see pumpkins in the store, but I don't know what part of the country they're coming from. I know my pumpkins, when I planted them, they come up beautiful this year, but the whole vine died out because it couldn't handle the heat. And I thought about replanting them, but I haven't done it yet. I got plenty of seeds, but I may go out there and drop a couple in one of the buckets or something and just see what it'll do. It might be better to plant them in cooler temperatures than it is in the middle of the summer. But like I said, we still have hot days, but the temperature should be cooling off a little. We shouldn't have many more 109-degree days, that's for sure. I had it all written down when the best time to plant everything was, and I don't remember now. Well, I planted my pumpkins when they said to plant them, but like I said, the heat killed them. And they tell you to plant them in early May through June. And that's for Texas. But they're not going to live in this heat. I already know that because I planted them last year and I planted them this year. And the pumpkins in Texas grow better in the cooler temperatures. They won't do well in the heat of the summer. It'll kill them every time. They plant them then so they'll mature for Halloween by October 30th, but Let's see. I don't care anything about having pumpkins by Halloween. I would just want them to grow and produce some. But like I said, they're not going to live in this kind of heat we've had this summer. Hmm. In fact, I might just try planting some. Just throw a couple, like I said, because I've got plenty from pumpkins that I got in the past in the yard. So I can throw a couple of seeds out there this time of year and just see what happens. Just like I've done my squash and everything else. Because I don't care if they get produce pumpkins and they're ripe by October. I mean, if they produce it all and survive, would tickle me to death. Well, you can click on subscribe, but then there's a little bell over to the right. And to make sure that you get notifications for the videos, you have to click that bell as well. Because you can subscribe, and if you don't hit that bell, they're not going to send you a notification. So that's probably what you did. You subscribed to the channel, but you didn't click on that little bell. So bring one of my videos back up and see if you can see the bell that's to the right. And if it's there, just go ahead and click on it. And you should be good to go. Right, you got to click it. And I think that's what Bloomin' didn't do. She subscribed to my channel, but she didn't click that little bell. And if you don't click the bell, it's not going to send you a notification. It just means you subscribed. And I know a lot of people, they see subscribe and they click on that. They see they subscribed and they don't think about that little bell that's just to the right of there. But you click on that little bell as well. Yeah, I did that, Slim, and Linda is not the only one. Huh. I don't know. Well, there's some people that I've subscribed to their channels that I don't get notifications on because I didn't think to click the bell. So I never get notified when they've got a video up. I know Bloomin' said she's clicked the bell too and she never gets notified, so I don't understand. I get so many notifications from people's channels that I subscribe to that I'm constantly deleting these notifications out every day. You know, I go down the list and check, see who's published what and see what I want to look at, and then I just delete the whole list. I have to because I get hundreds of them a day. Yeah, she said she doesn't get notifications for any of the people she subscribes to. I said, well, I don't know. I just know you're supposed to click on that bell so you do get notified. So I don't know. Y'all, I think our little storm has just passed us over. I don't even hear thunder now. I don't hear the wind. Yep, you got to click all. So evidently they've been clicking some of the right stuff, but they haven't clicked everything. Just go back and click on everything there is to click on is all I can say. Maybe you'll get the right one. I do know sometimes if I've subscribed to the channel with my cell phone, I get notifications sent to my phone whenever they publish a video, but it doesn't send notifications to my computer. And if I go on my computer to look at their videos, it doesn't show that I subscribed. So it's a different, I don't know how it works, but you can subscribe and it shows you're not subscribed on one electronic where it shows you're subscribed on the other. If that makes any sense. Well, our temperature dropped to 100. It was 101 or 102, but it dropped to 100. And it says thunderstorms beside it, but we got like I said, we got to like 7 o'clock and to still have a chance of rain. It says rain for the next 120 minutes. At 4:30, which is basically now, we've got a chance of some pretty heavy rain. And then the closer to 5 o'clock, it kind of lessens. And then after 5, like 5:36, 6:30, the chance goes back up again that we'll get rain. So maybe before the night's over, we'll get some, a rain shower or two, hopefully. I'm hoping anyway. God, we need it. Where is the radar at? Yeah, it looks like most of the rain is down south of us, southwest of us. You having trouble uploading the video, Annie's Mobile Home Life? Sorry about that. Seems like every day mine takes forever to upload. A lot of times I try to get mine uploaded, by midnight, and then I just publish them the next day. But I've been falling behind here the last few days. Well, they show now that we've got 66% chance of rain. And it's finally dropped to 99 degrees. So who knows? We may get some, we may not. I mean, it's Texas. If you don't like the weather this minute, just wait. It's bound to change. Tried to get on sooner. Well, that's okay. I know you have things to do. You don't just live to see my lives. But I'm getting worried about Gladys. She hasn't showed up. And she's the one person. Okay, Wilkes County boy. I'll have to try to catch that. Yeah, hopefully, Randy. If you clicked on whatever bells and whistles there was to click on, it should be done, I would think. Y'all look for my post. I'll be looking. See, everybody wants to see you do a rain dance, Wilkes County boy. You've made quite an impression with your rain dance. It's Wilkes County boy on his videos, as far as I know. That's what I look him up as. Wilkes County boy. I saw a picture he posted on Facebook of himself. I don't know how long ago it was, but he looked pretty sharp. Best to go live. Yeah, same as you see. Yeah, I always just put in Wilkes County boy, and his videos come up. I should get a notification on it though when you do go live, because I get notifications on all your other videos that you put up. Some of them I have time to watch, some I don't. Rufus even. I don't know where Rufus came from. You have to talk to Wilkes County boy about that. I got a couple of videos. I have it uploaded. Who's Rufus? You'll have to ask Wilkes County boy who Rufus is. I think Rufus is Wilkes County boy's imaginary friend. Rufus brings it. The rain, that is. I saw the magic happen. He's my buddy and yours, buddy. Your buddy also. And he says she's new to all this. Oh, and I have to tell somebody, like Bloomin', she said that my lives would be better, or my videos, the lives would be better if you could see the chat in the live. Well, she didn't realize that when you first go live, when you end your live, they process that chat. And it takes an hour or so for them to process the chat replay before it ever appears on your video after your live is ended. And I told her that. I said, well, wait a couple hours before you try to watch it. And I said, by then they should have processed the chat replay and you'll be able to see the chat going on. Because if you go there and view my live as soon as we end the live, you're not going to see the live chat. You know, you're not going to see the chat replay because it hasn't processed yet. The one I uploaded today, Annie, it took all day for me to upload that video. I made it this morning when I did my breakfast, and I uploaded it probably 30 minutes ago and got it, or I didn't upload it, I got it published because it finally finished uploading. It's because everybody and his brother's on YouTube during the day, and it takes forever to upload anything during the day. Yep, laughter is gold. Laughter is what they call eustress. Eustress is the good stress you feel when you're laughing. I bet y'all didn't ever know that. I know that very well because I was put in a classroom to substitute for a teacher on health and stuff. And she left the outline of the lesson plan for that day. And one of her topics was eustress. Give a speech on eustress. Well, it just so happened that I did a paper in college when I was in college on stress and eustress. So it was not hard at me at all. You know, I was already prepared when I got there because I did all the research in college, and I just kind of ad-libbed what I told the kids from what I could remember of the paper I had written in college, and I did great. And the kids were amazed. They never realized there was two different types of stress. There's good stress and there's bad stress. And the stress you feel when you're laughing and you're laughing hysterically is the good stress. The stress you feel when you're sad or anxious is the bad stress. Yeah, Rufus is magical. He spreads the good stress. Yeah, and you can tell that Gladys is not in here tonight because she's not got people laughing much. Don't know where she's at. She may be in another live somewhere. Who knows? I don't know. I think he likes the fish flavors. That reminds me, I've got to get him some cat food. I've got dry food and I got one more can of his canned food, and I'll be out of his canned food because he's got one more that I'll give him tomorrow because he's still got some food in his bowl. And then I got dried food, and then I got to get him some more. He loves fish above anything because whenever I open a can of tuna fish or a can of salmon, I always drain the juice out of the can into his bowl. Oh, he loves it. That's like giving him candy. And he'll look up at you and say, "Well, do you have any more?" I get it's a case of 32 cans of cat food, and it's the assorted ones. This is the last can that I haven't opened, and it's Friskies prime fillets. This is turkey dinner and gravy. I don't remember what that was I opened for him today, but you get sorry. It comes in a case of 32 cans, and it's all mixed up. Some of it's the turkey, some's beef, some's fish, all different kinds of fish. But that's what he usually eats. Because one of my viewers sent me a case of the cat food of this kind, and it was all assorted flavors. And she sent me a 16-pound bag of cat food, dry cat food, and tons of treats. So when I ran out of that, I reordered him a case of the same cat food, where all the cans weren't exactly alike. They were all different flavors. And he seems to like them pretty good. I got the last case that I ordered. I got it from Amazon, I think. That way I didn't have to pay shipping and I didn't have to run to the store to get it. And I got it the next day. Well, thank you, April. I kind of like it. I always thought it kind of looked like an old lady's blouse, but I like the flowers on it. Yeah, it's always better to laugh than to cry, that's for sure. But sometimes I've laughed so hard that I was crying. Which that's a good thing, I guess. Yeah, I love flowers too. And my ex-husband never liked flowers. I'd want to put flower prints in the house and stuff, and he didn't like it. I couldn't have any flowers, not even on a throw pillow or anything. It all had to look masculine. So when we were divorced, guess what? I put flowers in my house. I made me some flower throw pillows. I put flower bedspreads on my beds. Hey, silly cat, how are you doing? She says, I need to get my cat some cat food. We were just talking about little buddy's cat food. I got to get him another case. Yep, flowers everywhere. What kind of cat food does your cat like, silly cat? I looked for a concert Friday, and they had it Thursday night, silly cat. Stephen, and I think it was Hollywood and Bentley, went out of town for the weekend on a fishing trip. So they did the concert Thursday night. They didn't have one Friday night. Really? That's strange. I guess maybe because you're in Hawaii, maybe they have to ship it from our part of the states over to Hawaii. I don't know. But yeah, I must live in a good area because usually I can like order something tonight and a lot of times it's here the next day or the day after. 9 lives most of the time. Yeah, when I ran out the first time, I didn't realize it till one night. So I got on Amazon and I ordered a case of his cat food, and I ordered 12 packets of cat treats. Well, I got the case of cat food the next day. The day after that, they sent one little tiny, like 12-ounce bag of cat treats. And I'd already paid for 11. So I notified them that I only got one. I was supposed to get 11 of them. They said, okay, we'll get it out to you. Well, a few days later, I got another little bitty bag. I said, this is ridiculous. It's supposed to be 11, not one. They finally credited my account for the amount of the cat treats, and I never did get any more of them. So I don't know what the deal was with that. But little buddy got 2 bags of free cat treats out of it. I don't know what the problem was. Maybe they ran out of them or something. But I said what they were selling them for, I couldn't buy them any cheaper anywhere else. So I ordered a case of the cat treats. And I do remember it was 11 or 12 bags that were supposed to be in it. And I got one bag, little bag. Not 11 or 12, one. I'm way out here in the middle of the ocean. Yeah, but Hawaii is not on the other side of the world, you know. It's not that far from where we're at. I mean, you're a ways out, but I guess they have to ship everything from on our side over to where you're at. Okay, we'll see you later, Wilkes County boy. Who are you asking what's your favorite ice cream flavor? Mine's chocolate. I love chocolate, Rocky Road. Oh my God, there's so many, but chocolate is my favorite because I love chocolate. But I do love Rocky Road ice cream. I like butter pecan ice cream. I love strawberry. I like all ice cream flavors, but chocolate is my best. That's the one I like the best. Okay, Wilkes County boy, we'll keep an eye out for you. All the thunder and the wind is gone, so we're not getting any rain. I don't think anything is coming back this way. Sun's starting to come back out. I'll have to check in with that to see what Wilkes County boy and Rufus is up to. Well, guys, we've been on here for almost 2 hours. I don't want to keep holding everybody up. I know you probably got things to do, people to see. Like Wilkes County boy, he's got to go weed eat before he can go live. So I think I'm going to wrap up my live and give everybody a little rest in between to get things done. And that way you can catch Wilkes County's boys live when he comes on a little bit later. Rufus says bye. Join live and watch Rufus. Mahalo. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but mahalo to you too, April. Yeah, God bless Maui. Got to get up off the couch. Silly cat, we'll talk to you later. You have a good rest of the holiday weekend. Because, you know, the actual holiday's tomorrow. Well, it is the holiday weekend, but most businesses are closed tomorrow. Because I think tomorrow is the actual holiday. I think the banks are closed tomorrow and stuff. But anyway, if anybody's watching, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Tell all your friends about my channel. I need all the subscribers I can get. Need all the people watching my videos I can get. And I will see all of you on my next one. Y'all have to catch the video that I just published a few minutes ago. It was on my breakfast omelet this morning. Buddy helped me do my breakfast omelet this morning. He come knocking on my door just as I was getting ready to do that omelet. And I let him in, gave him something to eat, and he hung around a little bit and then took off. So we'll see you later. Y'all have a good night. Bye.